mean, I guess he means make sure it doesn't get destroyed. I don't
When
know.
did you start getting your hands?
Told you. I told you. I told you he was here. I told you he was here. What is up, beautiful people of YouTube? Passing the great vibes from Ohio. It is your boy, DarkHorse Rye, and welcome back to some more Death Stranding 2 on the beach. I don't know why I had to stair step it like that, but we just go roll with it. Anyways, hope everyone is having a great day today. Let's go ahead and get started with this gameplay. This is going to be part number 10, I believe, for the series. And we're about halfway through the game according to like what my statistics for the PlayStation says. This is we're about halfway through the game, and we're about halfway through this chapter that we're in as well. I believe it's chapter number 7. So at this point, we got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of unresolved stuff going on as well, but that means we're basically on the downhill portion of this game. So get ready for a lot of stuff to jump off. I already know that at this point, a lot of stuff is probably about to jump off so it can begin to start wrapping this game up. And I'm super excited for that. Not really the fact that the game is going to end, but more so at the fact of I know a lot of stuff is about to come out and a lot of stuff is about to start happening within these next few episodes. But besides that, let's go ahead and get started. You guys already know, if you have not seen the previous episode for the series, part number 9, go ahead and check that out so you know exactly as to what is going on in this episode. I'm still going to give a short recap anyways, but if you want to know everything that's going on at this point in time, then go ahead and check out that episode. And if this is your first video for this series itself, as in you've never seen anything on Death Stranding or Death Stranding 2, I have both playlists for my gameplays for the series on my channel. Go ahead and check those out. Honestly, Death Stranding 1, amazing. That's why I'm playing Death Stranding 2. And I really just have been enjoying the series so far with Death Stranding 2, with just a lot of new mechanics, new strategies we can utilize and whatnot. So I'm ready. I'm here for it. But either way, like I said, go check out both of those series playlists on my channel if you want to know exactly where we are in the story, if you haven't seen anything at all whatsoever for either one of the games. But enough of that. Let me just go ahead and speed through this recap as to what happened in the previous episode, and then we'll get caught up with what's going on now. Now, I'm not going to mention the mission we're doing as of this moment. We'll talk about that in game. But what happened in the previous episode is, of course, we did a little bit of linking between different sort of facilities and whatnot. And the last facility that we did was for a group called the Motherhood. The Motherhood was basically a bunch of women who were pregnant, who, of course, something moved in my room just now. I don't know if you guys heard it on the mic, but that's why I just paused right now, because I went into fight mode for a little bit. I'm not gonna front. As I was saying, the Motherhood was a bunch of pregnant mothers that came to this facility to, of course, have their babies, and I believe get them transferred to the BB pods so they could be used as, of course, BBs, or maybe it was just going to be a safe place for them to have their babies and whatnot. Either way, that being besides the point, we've only met maybe like 3 of the women here, who one of them was a doctor who, of course, helped to facilitate the baby's movement from womb to pod and whatnot. But these women were armed when we got there, and that's because of the fact of when the word spread about this place being made or maintained, about all these women and children, or I guess babies being here, there were men that came and, of course, invaded the place because of women. Let's just leave it at that. And so, understandably, these women armed themselves, even to the point of they knew we were coming and they still were holding up weapons against us. But of course, after the situation got explained and everything became all cool. However, some new information that we got from them is that these weapons that they had and that the men that they were going up against were having, the factions, I would say, were being made out of a weapons factory. And so they asked us to basically go ahead and try to take out the factory so that they can make the facility safer and not give all these different enemy factions like the men and whatnot a whole lot of weapons at this point, because they were saying there were a lot of new toys being made, and you're not lying about that. I got hit with one of them in the last episode. And so that is essentially what we are moving towards right now. That's what we're doing right now, but we're moving towards that at this moment in time. So that is where we are essentially starting back from, but what we're exactly doing, we'll go ahead and jump into this video. Now, with all that being said, like I said, a lot of things are probably about to start jumping off in these next few episodes. So, as usual, if you're ready, you already know I'm ready. Go ahead, kick back and relax. Grab yourself some snacks and get comfortable, because of the fact of there is no telling what's about to happen in this episode. I kid you not. I have no idea what exactly is going to happen, but if we're halfway through the game, then that means a lot of stuff is about to just start boom, 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 boom. I already know. I just know what's going to happen. So get yourselves ready, because we about to hit that point. Let's go ahead and get started and see what is going to happen next. All right, y'all. So here is where we are right now. Currently, what we are doing is we are supposed to be going to, oh my goodness, I thought there was some enemies right there. those are other porters and whatnot. But I started freaking out for a second. Wait, they're outside right now? I thought they were, oh my gosh. So you're telling me we have to ride? No, let me finish talking about this real quick before I get started. So basically what we're doing right now, you guys, is the DHV Magellan right here, that's right beside this base as of this moment in time. It is essentially, it's out of order. It can't really move. There's a bunch of tar around it, and we have to try to see if we can get it unstuck, because the components are stuck because of the tar. And so the thing that was asked of us is that we have to go basically from where we are right now with the motherhood. We have to go all the way from here over towards the F2 distribution center to get the materials. And then we have to take those materials from right here and ride them all the way back over here towards the motherhood, where the DHV Magellan is, because I thought it was over there somewhere, but of course it's over here. So yeah, that's basically what we're doing right now. And I said this at the end of the previous episode, I'm pretty sure that something is either going to happen while we are on the way there or when we're on the way back. I would be surprised if nothing really happens, but this seems like a very long distance. Like, I think I said it in the previous, I know I said it in the previous episode. It's the reason why I ended the previous episode as well. It's 4,000 meters. Over 4,000 meters, as a matter of fact. That's a long distance for nothing to happen. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I know something's probably going to happen in between, probably either when we're going here or at least when we're coming back. There's no telling what it is, but I just know something is going to happen. So yeah, that's basically the situation right now. We're going to go ahead and get started, get a move on so we can get this episode underway. I already plan on taking a tri-cruiser or a pickup off-roader of some sort so that we can get there pretty fast and then get back pretty fast as well. I'm going to be doing like a few orders that are like along the way. Like one of them is towards Hartman's lab. We're going to be dropping off some materials there. And then there's one other thing. I can't remember what it is. I think it might be to drop some off at the district center, to be honest with you. But I'm not sure. But other than that, yeah. And I've already checked like my materials and whatnot. I feel like what I have in my backpack at this moment in time is all good. If I have to kind of readjust at that point in time, then I will. But as of right now, everything is all good. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. And of course, I'm not going to show you guys the entire journey, but if anything interesting happens along the way, you guys already know. I will drop you guys back in. Is this a mine right here? I think this is a mine. Huh. So if we actually got the railroads built for this, we might actually be able to get through here in some way, shape, or fashion. Who knows? Or maybe this is a mine. I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. Bruh. I just came onto the DHV Magellan. Really, I came on here because I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get a vehicle. I'm not even sure if I can get a vehicle right now. Fabrication and management. You're joking. I can't even get a vehicle right now. Ugh, crap. Okay, so...
Look, Sam, a hot spring. Shall we take a dip?
No, not right now. We'll do that later. But yeah, it's like... I hate to say this, but it's like...
Anybody out there?
I hate to say this right now, but it's kind of like... Bro, I think I might have just to hoof it. I hate to really say that, but I think we might just have to hoof it for this one. Because the only option I have as of right now is...
Sam, have you thought about using transponders? Might make your life easier.
Transponders, facilities where beach jumps form and instantaneous travel via the beach can be performed. You can jump between two... Cargo and vehicles cannot travel between the beach. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I want my cargo. I want my cargo, bro. I figured that's what it was. I'm not doing that. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. It's like, I really don't want to have to do this, but I want to do these two orders just because of the fact that they're on the way. And because of that, I think I'm just going to have to hoof it. And I hate that I'm going to have to hoof it because of the fact of course, the one facility that I'm going towards, and it doesn't have a vehicle management system, but it's like, I think I might be able to get away with one at Hartman's facility. I think I might be able to get one over there, but I just can't get one here as of this moment in time. So we're going to go towards Hartman's facility, which is where one of my orders, my extra orders is, and then we'll just ride the rest of the way with that. Golly, bro. Oh, this sucks so much. It sucks so much. Also, for those of you who might still be like a little bit confused as well, yeah, this stuff that won't fit inside of a tri-cruiser. Also, I mean, like either one of them because they're so big. So that's why we're hoofing it also. But yeah, we'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually. And please, please, please don't tell me that's a snowstorm. I mean, why do I keep saying snowstorm? Why do I keep saying snowstorm? I said it in like episode 1 or 2 also. It's sandstorm. I guess because the thing is, I know about snowstorms a lot more. But it's like, please don't tell me this is a sandstorm we're going to be walking into this. Because also, like, that was one of the weather events that we saw, like I said, that happened in the first episode. And the area that I'm going to be running through is like straight up sand. I'm talking like, might as well just say doggone Aladdin Arabian Nights type joint. That's how much sand it is. And that's not to say that Australia doesn't have a whole bunch of sand. I'm sure that they have to do like their own geological accuracy when it comes to this game. But I'm just saying, you know, when I described it the way I did just now, that's just what it reminds me of. I swear, if I get jumped out here in this doggone sand, I'm gonna have a problem. I got weapons and whatnot on me right now, but still, it's like, oh yeah, it's a sandstorm. All that right there, and I can't see nothing right now. That's a sandstorm. This is gonna suck majorly. Majorly, this is gonna suck. Okay, so we made it through the dune area right here. We made it through the dune area, and now I'm. Ooh, let me be right. Leave a like. Yup. We made it through the dune area. We ran through the desert essentially all night, because as you can see in here, the sun has risen. But we ran through there, stopped at the generator. Now we're gonna go up here, this mountain, to drop Hartman's order off. Or not Hartman's order, but just this order in general that would be for Hartman's lab off. And then we'll get a pickup off-roader so we can basically trek the rest of the way. Well, not trek the rest of the way, but ride the rest of the way to the F2 South District. South Distribution Center. Godly. Giving the thing a whole different name. Okay. We've made it to Hartman's lab. Thank goodness. It was a long way to get here, but we made it here, y'all. So, let's go ahead and drop this order off right now. Hopefully we don't get vomited on. Yep. Never mind. We got vomited on.
Oh, excuse me. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait. We've met before. At this very facility, in fact.
Yep.
You might remember. My hand, at least. How's our mutual friend doing? Hartman and I have been working together to study water samples collected on the beach. My research prevents me from leaving this place. So I'm going to have to rely on you, Sam. Allow me to review your order information.
What research? What research are you talking about? Like, is it the vomit?
So much cargo. I never imagined that you would go to such lengths.
Yeah, I thought about not going to such lengths, but you know what? I said it might actually help me out, so let's go. Yay!
I've
3
made
stars.
great strides in my work thanks to you, and want to give you this data as thanks.
Okay, so we got an extra battery level. Firmware.
I'm increasing the amount of materials you can use here. My way of helping you.
Yes.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
And somehow the stealth stat went up. Long distance lugger. Reach a total distance traveled of 80 kilometers upon completion of an order. Hey. Yes.
The schematic I've shared is for a refined extra battery. It boasts increased capacity despite not being any bigger than the old version. It's one of the research projects I decided to take over from our mutual friend in preparation for your arrival. I think there's still plenty of room for improvement, though. You know, Sam, we've actually got something in common. Dooms. I can hear the waves of the beach and sense the flow of tar in the Earth's crust. This is what led me to suspect that water might be circulating between the beach and our world. As I immersed myself in my research, I also discovered that my body had begun to undergo certain
I was just about to
changes.
ask that.
I had developed a condition that affected me every 21 minutes. I know, just like a certain someone. Our symptoms are a little different, though.
What? So that's her thing. Where Hartman's thing is his heart stops for 3 minutes. She vomits every. Oh my gosh! I know her. And I could be wrong about what this is actually. I could be wrong about what this is actually affecting, in terms of like when it happens. You're telling me her trachea gets burned by vomit every 20 minutes? I'm surprised they gave her a voice in this game, to be honest with you. Because it's like, for people that don't know, vomit, and I don't know why I'm going on a tangent with this. Vomit is acidic, okay? For people who don't know or who want an interesting fact, vomit is pretty much acidic. Or at least it's acidic when you don't eat anything and you just vomit. Either way, it's acidic. Because I could be wrong in either sense. Either way, it's acidic. And, of course, if you do it repeatedly, with it being acidic, of course it's going to affect some parts of your body. Like, it might not affect the stomach lining, if I remember correctly. Because, of course, that's where vomit originates from. But as it goes up like your throat and everything, it's going to leave scars on your throat. That's why I'm like, I'm surprised they gave her a voice, because if she's, well, I guess it depends on how long she's had this condition, but unless she has some sort of ability that also allows her throat to be more resistant to it, like, her throat is getting burned a significant amount. Like, it's crazy.
First of all, only Dome's sufferers seem to develop them. In my particular case, I vomit every 21 minutes due to a form of gastric reflex spasm syndrome.
We got that.
The muscles of my stomach cease to function properly for a time, and everything in my system comes back up. I'd rather others didn't see this, so I keep to myself in the back room.
Yeah.
That's where I was when you first came to this laboratory. I'm sorry I wasn't able to greet you properly then.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I kind of figured as much.
I hope I can call on you again. Please, tell our friend I say hello.
Order complete.
Okay, so that was her, the hydrologist. Which is kind of crazy, because she's called the hydrologist, and her specific field of... Wait a minute. Is it only for this facility? Her name is the hydrologist. And the specific condition that she has just so happens to involve vomit. That joint is crazy to me. Oh, man. See, I was just about to forget something that I said I was going to do for this episode as well. So, and I'm going to go ahead and put a timestamp on screen right now. And I'm going to cut the sound for this part just because of the fact of it probably would be a little bit easier for you guys to hear me and whatnot, and for me to focus as well. Of course, I'm going to stop talking if anything else interesting happens and whatnot as well. But I have two... Well, I won't say I have two theories. I have one theory and one interesting fact. And it's basically this right here. So, first off, we'll go with the interesting fact and whatnot. So, for starters, the interesting fact is that I did not know up until when I checked it in between me, well, the last episode and this video, is that I was looking at Rainy and, like, something about her face just seemed like familiar to me. Like, I don't know if it was her smile or something like that. Something about her seemed so familiar to me. I was like, dang. I was like, I feel like I've seen her face before, but I can't remember where. And then I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, and I was listening to her speech as well, like going through the last video. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, hold on. I said, her smile. I said, it reminds me of the character Yukio from Yukio. Not Yu-Gi-Oh, because I know some people go to act like Yu-Gi-Oh, but no, Yukio from, what is it? Deadpool 2. And I was like, nah, there's no way that's her. I was like, there's no way that's her. So I looked it up, and as crazy as it sounds, it was her. Her name is, like, let me get it right, because I know I'm gonna mess this name up again. And if she ever sees this, or if anybody who actually knows how to pronounce the name, well, of course somebody's gonna see this more than likely. But if she sees this, please excuse me for more than likely butchering your name, because I'm gonna try to say this as best as possible. I believe it's Shioli Kutsuna. I believe Shioli Kutsuna, or I don't think it's Shioli. That sounds kind of crazy, but I believe it's Shioli Kutsuna or Kutsuna, one of those two. And it's the same person. I was like, dang. I was like, I can't believe I kind of picked up on that. Like, basically it being the same actress, you know? But it's like sometimes I'm good with faces. That's the thing about it too. I'm good with faces and I'm good with voices, as was proven, I believe, in like what, episode 3, when I figured out that Doll Man was basically Jesus from The Chosen. Like, it's crazy how I'm able to do that, to be honest with you guys. And I really don't know how to describe it. It's honestly just something I just developed. I guess from like editing videos and like watching so much TV and playing so many games and whatnot, using my ears. But it's like, it's crazy how it's developed, and I can just like see that type of stuff happening a lot of the times. So yeah. So that was the interesting fact. Now, this is going to be a theory. And if you guys don't want to hear this theory, because I could be right and I could be wrong about this, but if you guys don't want to hear this theory, right now I'm going to put a timestamp on screen for this as well, so you guys don't potentially get spoiled. Because the thing is, I don't really want to talk about this right now because of the fact of it's a potential spoiler. But I promise you, it's gonna eat away at me unless I say it. Unless I talk about it, it's gonna start eating away at me. And so it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it and try to make it fast, because we're getting kind of close up onto the F2 South District Center. But basically, my theory is, y'all know how we found, what's her name? Tomorrow, and she had like this baby-like composure and whatnot, like a baby-like attitude. When I was editing part number 9, something like really hit me. And it sounds like a crazy theory, but at the same time, I think it could possibly be true. And my theory is, what if Tomorrow is actually Lou? Like, what if Tomorrow is actually Lou, y'all, and we just don't know it? Like, it makes sense. She had a baby. She was acting like a child. She had like a childlike baby composure, essentially, because she didn't really know too much as far as we knew. And of course, you know, she's new and we don't know where she came from. And she was a live person inside of a space that shouldn't have had live people. You know, same way. Well, I can't even really say he was alive. I was talking about the Wyvern. I can't even really say he was alive. It's much more like he just essentially pulled the stuff from the tar, in a sense. I don't know how to describe him. Either way, point being is that she's very much alive, as was proven by everyone, you know, in terms of like whether she was living or not. And she had a baby-like composure. And for somebody who was there with people, of course, whether they were ghosts or not, for people that were talking and more than likely conversating, her being able to understand language and whatnot, it would make sense that she would have developed that. No? But she didn't. She was still like a baby and needed to be taught a lot of stuff. So it really hit me when I started thinking about it. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, is it really possible that Lou, our Lou, somehow went to the beach and for some reason, I guess, well, not some reason, but somehow aged up while going to the beach or being stuck at the beach? Because time is, of course, different. And I can't remember the time frame between all that. I'm talking about from when it was like we lost Lou and then we're looking for her in the beach, you know, after Sam had lost her and thing. And we know time is different. Like, I remember in the last game, it felt like it was like minutes or whatever. And I think they said it was like a week or 2 months or something to that effect. I can't remember exactly how long they said it was, but I remember them saying it was like a month or so that we were actually in the beach. Then like it only being like a few hours for us in the real, at the beach, you know? So it's crazy for me to think that as a theory, but at the same time, I feel like it could hold up. And so, yeah, I feel like that's exactly what's gonna happen here. I kind of feel it a little bit, But at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh. It's like, that's like such a smart thing to do in terms for this game and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna shut up there. We're just gonna have to see if that theory kind of checks out. And honestly, if that is actually what happens, I will be so surprised, but also at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, I knew it. So yeah, but anyways, we've made it back to we made it back to this distribution center. So we're gonna go ahead and drop off these Vogue things. Oh, that actually was the main mission. So we had to deliver this stuff anyways, but this is the solvent for the tar that's around the DHV Magellan.
Oh, I see you're back. I'll process you quick. Just sit tight and give me a minute. You've really outdone yourself with this fine haul. Great work.
Big preach, big preach. Boo. You only giving me not even 3 stars. Come on now.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Come on, stealth. Give me that extra level. Stop playing with me. Now we gotta go all the way back to the DHV Magellan to get the materials back here. And we're taking the same route that we had to get here. Alright, so we got the cargo for the DHV Magellan. Now it's time to head back. Ah, what the heck. I'm gonna put another timestamp right here for me with this theory thing because I'm gonna talk some more. But like, hold up, what you got going on, Tarman? Armed survivors are involved as well. According to the information we got from the Motherhood, the weapons used by the armed survivors also came from the weapons factory. If we want to put a stop to spread weapons, we got to find the factory and destroy it. I'll continue. We already knew that, Tarman. We knew that from the previous episode. Why are you telling us now? Anyway, as I was saying, I'm going back to putting this timestamp on screen for this theory because I feel like I got to talk about it just a little bit more. Really? I don't even feel like I got to talk about it no more because it's a crazy theory in and of itself. But you guys tell me in the comments, don't spoil it, but tell me in the comments if I'm right. Because it's like the more I think about it, the more plausible this theory seems to be. Because I keep thinking about when Sam was stuck on the beach at the end of the first game. And, you know, when Dead Men came and got him, I can't remember how long they said it was he was on the beach. I can't remember exactly how long they said it was that he was there. But I remember it felt like it was only minutes or hours for us. And then it was like weeks. It was like weeks or like a significant amount of time outside. Like I feel like I want to say like 2 months. I could be wrong about that, but I know it was a significant amount of time. And we were like, yo. And think about that. That was only minutes to hours we were on the beach. And the time frame that Lou has been gone, I'm talking the original Lou has been gone. If minutes become days or weeks, then weeks to months would surely amount to years. So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, it seems weird that if an adult had came to that place and had, I guess, stayed there for a significant amount of time, it would make sense that they can't speak proper English. You get what I'm saying? But they've said that it was, of course, a theory that she was born there, quote unquote, born there. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think she was born there, or maybe I guess you could say she was born there, considering the fact if it is Lou. But I don't think she was born there. But it's crazy to me that if she ended up there, like I said, as an adult, she wouldn't understand English, which is why my theory of if something did happen to Lou, then in terms of like she got sent to the beach and just aged there, it's crazy to me that that would happen. But then again, that theory could also still be wrong, because remember I said it was years. I said it was years in the real world, not the opposite. So maybe my theory is wrong, or maybe it's backwards like I said, but still, it's like, who knows? Who knows? Like, the beach is a weird thing. The beach is a weird thing when it comes to this game, and because of that, it's like, who really knows what the case of what happened is? Either way, like I said, we're gonna find out sooner or later, and when we do, oh my goodness, that's all I can really say. Oh my goodness, because I just oof, bro, ooh, I know that thing is finna hit. I knew that thing was finna hit. Like, bro, I'm like legit kind of excited to see if I'm right about this theory. I'm not even gonna front. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up right now. I'm gonna let us get all the way back to the DH Magellan so they can get the stuff out of the tar, and then I'll bring you guys back in unless something interesting happens when we get back there, when we can proceed further with this game.
Tell me, Sam, have you been having distressing dreams again lately? You know, nightmares can be indicative of the brain's internal struggles as we attempt to come to terms with traumatic events. By taking our memories of recent events and shuffling them in this fashion, we attempt to find ways of coping with them. Nevertheless, it can be an unpleasant experience. I hope you can get some restful sleep soon.
I have not been able, I have not gotten a crazy dream since the last one. I think it was about Amelie. No, it was about Lou, because I remember we were doggone squeezing the quote-unquote life out of Doll Man. Get your tail up that hill. Stop playing with me. But yeah, I have not had a dream since then, so I don't know what he's talking about. The only thing distressing to me is these visions, because of the fact of, now we saw the mark on that person's hand in the previous vision, and it had the same mark that the president of the APAS Corporation had. The same exact mark. And I don't know what that means, but I'm sure we're gonna find out soon enough.
Alright, let's focus on the task at hand. Oh, Sam.
What's up?
I spoke with Rainey earlier. She tells me Tomorrow's making excellent progress with her studies. Before we left to see the Motherhood, she was tackling and solving relatively elementary problems. But it seems she's since progressed to intermediate and higher level ones. At this rate, she might well surpass our own capability before long. To learn is to grow. To watch her grow so quickly has been a delight.
Oh my goodness, why y'all talking about this girl right now? You already know I just done said these theories, and you ain't doing nothing but making them more plausible to me right now. Like, I'm really trying to shut up about the theories, but you're really making me want to talk about them some more. Alright, we've made it. We've made it back to the DHV Magellan. Trying not to get stuck in this tar right now. There we go. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Place in backpack. Oh my gosh, unload the carrier then. Golly. Make this thing makes this stuff harder than it need to be. My goodness. This tar is like a mixture between mud and water, essentially. Like, it looks fluid like water, but the movement between it is like mud, essentially. It's crazy. Deliver and report. Tar dissolvent. Ugh, that's nasty.
Thanks for the help, Sam. And apologies for greeting you as a chiral ground, despite all the effort you put in on our behalf. I'm tied up with ship repairs at the moment. Can't afford to risk contaminating this worksite either.
Yeah, I figured
Anyway,
as much.
Let me check your cargo.
I figured that's why he didn't come upstairs in person. It makes the most sense. You don't want to get it down below. You're already trying to fix it.
On you, Sam. This cargo looks to be in perfect condition. It's no wonder your client speaks so highly of your work.
Yeah. As much work as I put in, y'all better be speaking highly of me, doggone it. Yes! Look at that. My stealth went up. Unseen once again.
Cheers for that, Sam. This'll take care of that blockage. No worries. We'll get started right away.
Yes, please do. I'm getting tired of walking around
We can
everywhere.
handle the blockage. It's fine. I'd rather you get some sleep so you're ready to tackle your next order. By the time you wake up, we'll probably be finished anyway. Enjoy your rest.
Is it even safe for me to get downstairs? Like legit. Let me go ahead and put this thing back in my backpack before they be done put it in my, what do you call it? In my, golly, what you call it? My storage and whatnot. And then I'll be wondering where it's at a later point in time. Hold on. This sounds like it's a dream. Oh, nope. Ooh. That's an interesting little thing to show us. But I'm glad they are. Now we can move more efficiently. Hey. What's next on the list?
Sam, we've used the information provided by the Motherhood's doctor to identify the location of the weapons factory. Stopping the supply of these weapons at the source will make it far easier to carry out future missions. Whereas leaving the factory alone only increases the risk of networked facilities coming under attack in the future. So let's shut it down ASAP. Tarman has already made preparations. Access the GHV Magellan's delivery terminal to pick up this main order. Tarman will explain the rest.
They talking about deal with it immediately. I thought that was the plan from the start. I mean, all that means to me is we finna get active. That's all that means to me. Am I supposed to be scared? Hold on, whoa, what?
What's up?
Oh, I thought they were gonna. Oh, y'all ain't right for that. Now I want to know. Now I want to know what's going on.
As usual, Drawbridge can't help but run its people ragged.
Hey, don't do that, doll man.
Each time we take the DHV Magellan into the currents, the level of tar pollution on board increases. Which is why everyone has to pitch in to clean the ship after every trip. In spite of that, we still find ourselves stymied by nasty blockages like this one. Tarman broke 3 mops attempting to dislodge a particularly stubborn wad before throwing up his hands in despair. Although he failed in that epic struggle, I can only respect his dedication.
Why you sound heated, doll man? You can't clean the stuff.
Ah, yes. The doctor's talents were a sight to behold. A psychic midwife. I've never had the opportunity to watch one at work before. How many children has she held in those hands of hers, I wonder? I expect she knows a great deal about BB units as well.
Yeah. I'm sure she does, and y'all know too. Anyway, let's go ahead and go to the surface and get this order underway. Oh, no vision this time. Down to business, it seems. Extend the chiral network to F4. Take on the main order at the DHV Magellan.
Sam, your next order is a little complicated, if I'm being honest. I'll brief you on the particulars while you review the relevant information. Go ahead and accept this main order on the terminal.
What exactly are we doing? All I know we're doing is taking out this weapons factory, correct? That's where the weapons factory is? We went past this like several times. Cause this, like, look, it even shows on the map. I took this path to get to those facilities. Oh my gosh, I actually looked at it and was like, dang, that's an interesting building. I was like, I wonder what that's for. And I did think it was like a outpost, but whatever. Whatever, bro, whatever. It's all good.
Okay, Sam. This next order calls for you to infiltrate a weapons factory and disable the weapon fabricators you find within. The factory is located in this area. Although it's outside the chiral network, they have fabricators capable of producing advanced weaponry. We don't know what kind of security they have on site, so make sure you're prepared to face anything and everything. There's also a vital piece of equipment you'll need to take with you. We'll get it ready once you've finalized your route.
I mean, there's nothing to really finalize. It's already a straight shot, like I said before. So all I have to do is just get in whatever vehicle I have and then go boom, just like that.
The Ring Terminal expansion device is designed to support the Ring Terminal's hacking capabilities. The factory where the weapon fabricators are located is outside the bounds of the chiral network, and APAS has determined that you won't be able to hack into them with your Ring Terminal alone. But with this device in your possession, all you need to do is access the fabricator terminal. It'll be hacked and rendered inoperable before you know it. Once the terminal is out of action, they'll have no way of getting the fabricators up and running. And they'll likely conclude it's not worth the hassle to try and make weapons here again. Hacking the weapon fabricator terminal will also simultaneously extract any data stored in its drive. So be sure to bring the expansion device back to the Magellan once the fabricators are disabled. You'll need to submit it to the ship's delivery terminal to complete the order. We'll conduct a full analysis of the data you bring us. Oh, and a word of warning. This device contains unique components that can't be reproduced with a chiral printer. So whatever you do, don't break it. Get the job done, Sam.
Okay. Place in backpack. Honestly, since that's the only thing that we have right now, I don't think we'll need my, what do you call it, my carrier. Because of the fact that, do I have another one on here? No, I don't. But, let me see. Yeah, I don't think we'll need another carrier. I don't think we'll need a carrier for this. Or I could use the carrier as like a riding thing. I don't know. I might just use it as that because I haven't been able to use it too much when it comes to that. So maybe I'll keep it for that reason, but other than that, I don't really see a reason to have it. But of course, we got MP grenades. I think I'm gonna get 1 or 2 more of those. We got a bola gun. I'm probably gonna take a high voltage rod, 1 of the ghost blades, and then a few of the SLW, basically the silent assault rifles. And I already got a grenade pistol that I'm gonna keep on me, of course, just in case. Got a decoy grenade, got 3 of those, which I probably might not even need these. And I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 15 of these blood grenades in case we run into BTs. And I'm probably gonna get 1 more or 2 more blood pouches because I think I can hold up to 4 of these. So that's the plan as of right now. Of course, we're going in here with the battle skeleton and our sneaking boots because we're gonna try to do this stealthy like. And from then on, we should be good to go. Okay, so I'm not sure what exactly makes the difference between the lightweight and the regular shotguns and machine guns, but it's like I might take one of these actually. I might take a machine gun just because of the fact of it might come in handy. But I don't know what the difference is between like this lightweight silent stuff and the regular stuff. But for some reason, these take alloys instead of like, what is it, metals? Yeah, it takes alloys instead of metals, and it kind of like messes with it. So unfortunately, I'm only going to be able to take just say one of these silent assault rifles. But of course, we're still going to have the bowler gun. We're still going to have MP grenades as well as the grenade pistol. So we might be able to get away with that, as well as now we're taking this machine gun. So with all that being said, we should be good to go either way. I feel like we're kind of prepared and whatnot, so I'm not going to stress too much about it. And really, we'll just go from there. Really? A sandstorm. A sandstorm right when I'm gearing to ride out. Let me see if I can move past it a little bit. And it's, of course, it's right smack dab in the middle of it. This doggone game, bro. I kid you not. This game. Either way, we deal with it however we need to deal with it. Now these winds are kind of strong. Hopefully it doesn't knock me over. I can't see a doggone thing. Okay. We made it through the sandstorm.
Gotta stretch my legs.
Like, that was crazy. I was trying to go up some of these dunes when it came to doggone going through that sandstorm. And the wind was so bad. It was essentially keeping this this off-roader from being able to go up the over the sand dunes.
Wait, Sam. I don't think we're alone out here.
You don't say. Oh no. Oh no. It's not even, oh my gosh. It's not even regular people. It's the, oh, it's Higgs's doggone band of people. That's what it is. They talking about some,
You got this.
Right.
they talking about some, be ready for anything. Oh my gosh, bro. Well, that kills my plan. Don't expect me to be scared, because I'm not. I'm just trying to keep out of a fight as long as possible. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Golly, they are littered in here. Like, there's so many of them. High temperature, spending time in areas of very high temperatures, desert in the middle of the day would drain Sam's stamina. Be sure to keep an eye on the stamina levels. I think we're just gonna have to fight our way in here, you guys. Cause like there's legit no way to really even sneak in here. It is when I tell you this place is littered with enemies, it is littered with enemies. And it's not even, I'm not even joking about that. I was trying to stay out of a firefight, but it's looking like we ain't gonna be able to be honest with you. Well, say goodbye to stealth. We tried. Now it's time to get active. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm so glad I brought this machine gun with me. Is that a grenade? It is. Let's just hurry up and get in here. Let's just hurry up and get in here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Are you serious? It won't even let me open up the door? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They're trying to bombard me. They're trying to bombard me. I'm not gonna let it happen. Grenade pistol. There we go. Y'all really think I'm scared of y'all? I'm really not.
The door won't open. Maybe it locks when enemies are nearby. You can try to lure them away from you or take them all out. Your call.
Ain't no trying to. Ain't no trying to lure them away from here. We're basically trapped in here now. Now the simple fact that Higgs and his let me phrase that. The simple fact that these goons, these robots are here, that means Higgs is here. I can almost bet money Higgs is here. Because why else? Why else would all these...
Use your ring terminal expansion device to hack into the fabricator terminal.
Why else would these robots, these goons be here if Higgs wasn't?
Okay, those fabricators are toast. We've extracted the necessary data as well. Let's make our escape and return to the DHB Magellan. Don't forget to bring the ring terminal expansion device with you.
I mean, I already have it, don't I?
Get it done.
I mean, I guess he means make sure it doesn't get destroyed. I don't know.
Did you start getting your hands?
Told you. I told you. I told you he was here. I told you he was here. I knew what no way that these robots were here and Higgs wasn't. I knew he was here. As soon as I saw them, I knew we were going to have to deal with him. They're all robots. Oh, I got... No, bro. BB's theme?
Let that yawn out. There's no pretending.
Oh, you dirty for that.
I will hold you
I'm triggered.
and protect you. So let love warm you.
Is that a guitar?
Till the morning.
I ain't go front. That's kind of cool.
Did you miss me?
No.
Hell no.
Wait a minute. Was that supposed to be? Was that supposed to be a Metal Gear reference? I'm sorry to break immersion, but I just realized that just now.
You pay this place a visit, seeing as how I've been distributing the fruits of this fine factory all over the continent. With guns and violence, the whole damn world could be yours. Same as it ever was. Oh. Looks like you decided to trade in that rope for a stick this go-round. Well, I suppose even a porter has to pull the trigger from time to time. Oh, what about you? Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk? Huh?
Hey.
Of me. Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Oh, you're playing around. I know it's a fake, but you're playing around too much now.
Well, ain't that something?
Was it you, Higgs? Huh?
Yeah, let me
Was it
know.
you that killed Lou?
Let me know.
You still don't know, do you?
What?
Sam the man in the dark. About everything.
Fuck you know about my kid?
If you want answers, you're gonna have to find them yourself. But the ones you do find, well, that pain you nurse will only get worse. Now, I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of that fancy boat your friends brought along, so...
No.
Before they show up, how about I get a little taste of that endless agony? Hmm? Something special, just for you. Bit of that
Ugh.
you like so much.
Ugh.
This here, my guts. And they'll grow tighter over time. You best believe they will pop your head clean off. But you are a repatriate, meaning you'll just keep coming back. Only for my boys here to keep doing their thing over and over again. So you'll just die and die and keep on dying for all eternity.
Sam!
Yeah. Really is a shame you won't stay dead. But hey, locking you in a cycle of endless suffering, well, that's good too. So let's let the glorious game over loop begin. The fuck?
Thank you. Who is this? A laughing child? Come on. I don't know who you are, but put work on him. Put work on him. Dang, I ain't gonna front. Higgs got some moves on him, bro.
Yeah, Big Red. Just you and me dance, huh?
You tried it. Teleport. Oh. Ooh. Got your hand. And your legs? The absolute disrespect. You said you a phony.
Bitches like me.
What?
Sorry, Sam. We'll have to have our fun another time.
See, there you go again. Running like a running like a little ooh.
Hey, who the hell are you?
That's what I want to know. That answers none of my question at all whatsoever.
What on earth was that red behemoth anyway? The way it wielded that sword was almost reminiscent of a samurai. A friend of yours, perhaps? In any event, I think it's time we left this place. Come on,
Yeah.
Sam. Let's get going and return the ring terminal expansion device to the DHV Magellan.
Yeah, because, I don't know if that thing is still around our neck or not. Honestly, I am going front. I was going to look forward to trying to get through that entire situation. I'm talking about with the thing around our neck. But, hey, a samurai popping up and saving us. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not mad at it at all. Okay, so we're finishing this order. We're bringing the, what do you call it, stuff back as well. The ring terminal thing. Extension.
Okay. I'll check your order status right away.
Yes, please do, so your boy can go to sleep.
That was some incredible fighting. I knew you had it in you.
Yeah, I think it said I only took like 21%, which is crazy. Oh, yeah, right there.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Yep. Dang, I'm surprised that combat still... I'm surprised that combat only went up 2 levels. There's many of those things that I had to take
I'm
out.
glad we could confirm that Higgs was involved. Though I still don't understand how he escaped the beach. The Ghost Mech forces are definitely under his control. And Higgs is determined to spread weapons to every corner of Australia. The information we retrieved from the device you brought back to us only serves to confirm this. We now know for a fact that the weapons popping up in this region can all be traced back to that factory. But that's not all we've determined. We've also learned about a new type of fabricator, one that wasn't present at the weapons factory. It's not clear where they're being used or what they're producing, but this likely means there may be another factory out there. We'll look into it.
Okay.
Great work, Sam. That factory won't be capable of producing weapons ever again. The Motherhood should rest a little bit easier with that knowledge. Higgs remains a concern, however. It is indeed possible he has another factory elsewhere in the continent. It seems we'll need to proceed with greater caution in the days and weeks ahead. Upgrading the Magellan may also be worth considering. As for you, Sam, you need only to continue expanding the network.
Can I get rest now,
For
please?
now, Sam, you should return to your private room and get some rest.
Thank you.
You made a real difference today.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, for starters, I'm going to go ahead and put this cargo up, then I'll head to the room. And by cargo, I mean like everything that I didn't use. Everything that I either didn't use or does not need to be on me. Like these shotguns, I could probably use these as well as the grenade launcher, probably as recycled material whenever I need some stuff. And then I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill out after that point. Oh boy, this should be an interesting conversation. Cause what the what?
She's at it again?
Wait. Looks like clear skies. Let the sun shine tomorrow. It's a Japanese game to predict the weather. I learned it as a kid. This is rainy, cloudy, and sunny. A charm to ward off evil spirits. To help
Oh.
keep tomorrow safe.
That's cute. These little interactions, I mean.
Hope it's right.
Doesn't it always rain whenever you go outside, though?
Yes. but deep down in my heart, it's really sunny. Always.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. Let's do this. 明日天気になれ。
Really?
There. Now it'll be sunny.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
Bye, Sam.
Bye.
It's that right there. It's that little interaction right there. I think gave it away for me for it being the same voice actor. I was like, dang. I was like, that seems so familiar. Sam, you have to You have to unlace your boots first, Sam. You can't just... Okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever's right. Because you have a fully laced up boot and you're still doing that. Yeah, no, after that fight, we sleeping a little bit more. My boy Sam need a shower.
Sam, the neck injury you suffered during your altercation with Higgs appears to have healed. You know, I've been thinking about what he said at West Fort Knot. He claimed that extinction wasn't his creed, that he wanted to build a world where fear and violence are king. I can only assume that at present he lacks the means to set the last Stranding in motion. So instead, he settled for trying to pit people against one another so they can tear the world apart for him. The weapons factory was just a means to that end. All the more reason why we need to rely upon the rope that is the chiral network to bring the whole continent together. But that's not all he said, of course.
Yeah.
He wanted to get under your skin with those comments about Loom. To get his revenge by inflicting as much pain and suffering as possible on the undying repatriate. Personally, I think you should try to put it out of your mind. Focus on finishing this journey, and in doing so, finding the closure you need. That's one of the reasons we took to the road, after all. That and finishing the network to bring forth a new plate gate. Let's carry on, Sam. One step at a time.
Sam, Charlie here.
Of course.
Another assignment has been registered in the system. You can pick up this main order by accessing the Motherhood's delivery terminal.
Okay. But yeah, he basically just confirmed what I said, I believe, in a few episodes ago. I can't remember what episode I said it, but I said the same thing in one of the previous episodes. I think it was the first episode when Higgs showed up. I said that he says he doesn't want to throw the world out of balance and whatnot, or he doesn't want to destroy the world. But I'm like, you're talking about letting fear and violence run rampant. That's basically the same thing. So it's like, you're really doing the same thing. You're just going a different route about it. I believe it was the same episode when we had to deal with that mech, but I can't remember exactly how I worded it. But I believe I said something along those same lines, what Dollman basically just confirmed and whatnot. But oh man, I'm not even gonna front. I'm gonna end the episode right here. But I do, number one, I do want to get this man a shower because he looks mad nasty. And then I'm gonna go ahead. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go to the surface because of the fact of, and just in case they have any other like weird interactions and whatnot. Well, not weird interactions per se, but just to see what this order is as well. So I know what I'm getting into next time. I can go ahead and make a game plan for it.
Sam, do you remember the coffin Higgs used to make his escape from the weapons factory?
Yeah.
Well, it seems we've identified a similar-looking object. The mechanic, whose shelter you're slated to link up next, reached out to us. He's asked us to go and retrieve this object on his behalf. I'll give you a more detailed briefing as you review the request. Accept the main order on this delivery terminal to proceed.
I can't talk, bro. I can't talk. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, something tells me. Yeah, something tells me that they're talking about the coffin or whatever we're supposed to be going to get. I can almost guarantee you they're probably going to say to us at some point to put Higgs in that coffin in order to like trap him or something like that. I don't know how to word it, but I feel like it's going to come up at some point. But anyways, yeah, we're going to end this episode right here. Ooh, this last little bit was just, I said it at the beginning of the episode, it was about, that stuff was about to jump off, but I did not think that we were going to be left with more questions than answers at this point in time, because that's exactly what it feels like has happened. Like, we have a new person. We got the samurai dude, calling him Big Red, or them Big Red, because I don't know what it is. It's not doing nothing except making baby laughing noises, which is kind of scary, because it kind of reminds me of just, I can't remember, some game where it's like you had to find a baby, and if you didn't, then it was like, I think it was Night of the Consumers. Like the laugh it was making just like took me back to that moment or something like that. Either way, still, we got the samurai. Higgs can apparently survive getting cut into pieces, had both the legs cut off and his hand, and he's got this crazy guitar, which I don't know. I kind of want it as a weapon. I'm not gonna front with you. I kind of want it as a weapon, but there's no telling if that's gonna happen at some point in time or not. But yeah, just a lot of this last bit of this episode just kind of jumped off a lot. And oh man, I really don't want to put this game down right now, but I'm gonna have to for at this moment. So, with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Of course, you know I did. If you did enjoy this episode, you already know what to do. Go ahead, drop a like if you want to. Leave a comment if you want to. Really, the only people that I really want to leave a comment are the people who may have heard the theory. I mean, if you want to leave another comment, you're more than welcome to, but I want to hear the opinions of the people who really listen to my theory that I marked at like halfway through the episode, because what Higgs was talking about really kind of solidified it a little bit more, because he keeps telling us we don't know what we're talking about. In a sense, he keeps telling us that, but it's like, of course, because he's not telling us anything, we have to make assumptions. So I want to hear the opinions of the people who don't know anything, or if you do know something, again, do not, I beg, do not spoil this for me, because I legit want things to just play out to see if I can just, to see if I can just be right about this theory that I have. And for the people who do see the comment, if somebody does leave a spoiler, please report them, please do, because if I get spoiled for this, then my reaction is going to be ruined in a sense. I hate having the fake reactions. I've said it before. I like to be genuine when it comes to games. And like my reactions and whatnot. That's one of the main reasons why I try not to play a lot of old games. Because I already know what's going to happen a lot of the time. So really, if I know what's going to happen, it kind of ruins the reactions of it. So it's like, unless I just really want to play an old game, then I usually don't play it, because of the fact of I want to have like a genuine reaction to everything. So for those of you who do see the comment of it being like a spoiler or something like that, report it. Whoever, moderators, whatever, report it, because I really don't want any spoilers for this game. So yeah, but either way, if you guys agree with my theory, you can leave a comment about that though. And if you want to see, depending on what happens in these next few episodes, if you want to see my reactions to this stuff, you already know you can, but you don't have to. Subscribe so you can see those reactions as they play out, because I already feel like I'm gonna tweak out if it's like something really crazy, especially if it's like the theory that I already made in this episode too. I'm gonna tweak out so badly. I already know I am. So yeah, if you guys want to see that reaction, make sure you stay subbed up and leave a like on the video so you can get recommended my videos a lot more as they drop. So yeah, that is where we're gonna end with that today. Again, you don't have to do all that stuff. By the way, it's a good idea to do that if you want to keep track of my reactions. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and get up out of here. I love you beautiful people. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below. Y'all stay blessed, stay breezy, continue to be cheesy with your goofball selves, continue to take it easy. And I will see you beautiful people in the next episode. I love y'all so much. Truly I do. God bless y'all. I am out for this video. Peace. I told you guys, man. I said as soon as I saw those ghosts, I said that when we saw those robots, I said, oh, Higgs ain't that far behind. And he tried to send us on a loop. He tried to put us in a Groundhog Day type situation. My goodness. That man is crazy.